Hi, my name is Rich, and I use the he, him pronouns. You're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role playing games with friends. This is part of Star Wars Saturdays, a 3+ year ongoing anthology campaign of games that I've run set in Star Wars, which I run on Saturdays because I'm prosaic like that. Have the joy this March 2021 of trying out Plutonian Shore, which is a game that Alexi will tell you is in development from Cloven Games. But I'm going to say it first just because it's funny to me to say that. Plutonian Shore is a game that is not developed specifically for Star Wars. It's kind of in a solar system and has to do with Pluto, but with the slight scratching some of those things there. We are going to play it in Star Wars. It's going to be fun. It's a Powered by the Apocalypse game where the player characters are all members of a crew on a spaceship. They're kind of scoundrels, and it's kind of exciting to be part of this. I had the joy of playing Plutonian Shore last year during Star Wars Saturdays special edition, which was really, really fun. And Alexi ran it for me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally want to run this game. And we are going to be playing that. And I've got a fantastic crew of players who will be playing I don't know, we'll see how fantastic their crew of characters are. Let's go around the horn and have folks introduce themselves. And then after you introduce yourself, if you could tell us a bit about your character. This game is made to jump straight into the action, so you're already on a mission, which hopefully we will make coherent sense out of, since they just chose it minutes ago. Let's start from the right-hand side of our character keeper, heading towards the left, which means that Kai, you get to go first. Introduce yourself and then tell us about your character.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kai. I use they, them pronouns. And I am playing today Orana Besh of the Besh mining family. And she is an AWOL TIE fighter pilot who is doing everything she can to not live up to her family's expectations. She is the pilot and negotiator. And there is a lot of tension about her on the ship. Not so much trust, using the trust and tension mechanics. So I'm going to get you there, and I'm going to talk our way through it, but you don't have to trust me. So
awesome. Thank you so much, Kai. Next up, Keith.
Hello, Keith Stetson, he, him pronouns. I am playing Sathron Gov, Kafar neophyte, so I'm the youngster of the group. I didn't know Kafar before, so if the listener does not know, it's basically humans, but a little fancier, and some facial tattoos, and I am what you would call force sensitive, and it definitely put me on the outs with my local community and feeling that this was something important. I needed to realize my destiny. I didn't run away, I run towards, as I definitely will work in telling Orana at some point in this. And my job is to look at things in wonder and be amazed and eventually confide in people that I am the last hope of the galaxy. Believe it or not, this young, scrawny thing will make everything all better. We'll play to find out how, because I'm curious too.
Very cool. All right, Greg, you are up next.
Hey, I'm Greg Gelder. I use the he, him pronouns. I go most everywhere as group soliloquy. The character I'm playing is Pack Creech. Pack Creech was in a Hut Cartel game so many months ago. Has escaped from Coruscant. He was an ISB agent on Coruscant, but he is no longer now. He's the captain of his own ship. The name of the ship is the Beldenmite. And he's a cook and a captain, kind of in that order. He likes to think of it that way. He's not a bossy captain, we're all a crew. It's all good. I wanted to highlight real quick his coping mechanism is that he smokes death sticks. And yeah, pretty pretty trusting of most folks on his crew, but Orana's ex-Imperial kind of thing is a little point of tension there. So interested to see how that plays out.
Nice. Thank you so much, Craig. And then Alexi, you are up, my friend.
Yeah, so I'm Alexi Sargent, he, him. Follow all my gaming endeavors at Cloven Pine Games. I'm super happy to be sitting on the player side of the table for this run of Plutonian Shore. I am playing Xyrus Drant, the Fallen. He is a fallen Mandalorian, once a foundling, then a hunter. He left behind his helmet and the way after a job gone very wrong. And now he's aboard this ship trying to find a new way forward, serving as the medic and the enforcer, using some of the skills he's picked up through his storied career. He trusts Pack, the captain. He's very grateful to have this place. He has some tension with Sath because he thinks this kid is going to get us all killed.
Sweet. So the mission that was chosen by the crew, and the name of their ship is the Belden Might. That may have already been mentioned. I apologize. Belden Might's an old military hulk salvaged from the junk belt. And you guys have chosen the mission of shut down a malfunctioning ex-military bot endangering civilians on a remote mining outpost. Now, this game is set in Star Wars. It's about a year after Palpatine went down the first time around. And obviously, he went in Death Star 2 and will never be seen again. The Empire is falling, but has not completely fallen. And there is a man by the name of Zinj who calls himself the Warlord of the Empire. He has cleverly named the slice of the galaxy that he has power over Zinj's Empire, or maybe other folks called it that. And he just said, sure, that's fine. I'll just go with that. I mean, I had another name, but Zinj's Empire works as good as anything. And he's got a very punchable face, just so you guys know. Now, the mining outpost, I'm going to say that the mining outpost is going to be one of those areas on the border. And I'll stick this in our character keeper just to orient us a little bit and also to show a cool map because I like maps. This is a look, and you're like, what does any of this mean? This is Mandalorian space. Any other things you might recognize, if I remember correctly? We have Yavin is here. So, yeah, there's been here.
You said Belthu was where the Beshes were at?
Right, Belthu right here, right on the edge. Like Belthu's right on the edge. So it's one of those things where you went off to the Empire, not only because you were interested in it and also flying, but also because, the Besh wanted to make sure they were staying nice with Zinj. Sereno is the kind of capital world of Zinj's Empire. And yes, Dathomir is here as well. Crap. There it is. There's Dathomir. Dathomir is a very major planet in Zinj's Empire. But I think it would be interesting if where you guys are is kind of on the edges, the outskirts. Someone over here over in Tyon Cluster, in a mining outpost that doesn't have a name that would be worthy of putting on a map. We're going to look in actually my little cheat sheet of names to grab. It's because it's named after the person who found it. It's one of those. I come from a hometown where as streets were built, the first person to build a house on that street got to name it. And often people would name it after their family, which is how there is a place called Street Drive. This mining outpost is known as Prack because it was discovered by a Chiss who did not crash land on it. She would tell you if you asked. So you guys are headed towards the mining outpost of Prack, and you have been told you've been hired to shut down a malfunctioning ex-military bot endangering the Prack Mining Corp, which is a subsidiary of Beshtech. Digging for gold. That's our way of life, Beshtech. Now, Orana, if I remember correctly, Orana, you're our negotiator, or am I misremembering? Who's our negotiator? Who's got the
That's
role
me.
of Okay, good. You are the negotiator. Now, you've got this big old Republic Clone Wars era ship that is, pretty tough looking, but you guys don't have any gunners. Did you take this job shutting down a malfunctioning ex-military bot specifically to save those civilians? Or did you do it because the credits offered were really good? Or did you take this job because someone kind of pressured you in to agreeing to these terms for some other reason?
I think I was pressured into this by my family.
Oh, nice.
They were going to cut me off if I didn't do this. So I managed to convince Pack this was the job we needed to do via the humanitarian angle. But I've got something on the line here if we don't get it done.
Do we know the family connections, or I guess when do we find out the family connections?
Orana, when did they find out that this was connected to your family? Was it during the research on the way, or is it a thing where you guys come out of hyperspace
We see
and
the sign.
Yeah, you see the sign, as it were.
Right.
Anything to tell us, Orana?
The giant Beshtech sign over the planet.
Right. No, I think everybody knows that that I'm connected with this, and that I have something on the line here. I don't think I'm hiding that at all.
Oh, nice. You were up front. You're like, okay, I have a thing we got to take, but nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've played a lot of games where it's like some surprise, but I think we're more of a crew than that. But again, I focused on the humanitarian angle and not so much the family angle, but I think everybody knows.
Now I know why there's tension.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
It might be the ex-imperial thing. It might be that we just occasionally are your family's deniable asset.
Right. That's awesome. I love that.
And of course, Beshtech is going to compensate you for your trouble. You guys will be able to mark down some of that debt because you do need the credits. This ship is. So I'll ask you this, Pack, being the captain. Is this ship in debt because you guys are doing the repairs, or is it in debt because you've had to pay for the repairs? So do you imagine that you guys do all the work yourselves, or you work hard for your buddies so that you can walk away and let engineers do that?
So I think Pack may have had some money from the Porg truck insurance payment, but not enough. And so may have
never
used
not laugh when you say that. Sorry.
Porg truck, yes. I think he may have had to use some of his cartel connections to pony up the rest of the money. So there might be some less reputable folk who Pack owes some credits to, and I don't know. Maybe he is hiding that from Orana, but
nice.
And then, part of it might also be repairs because we don't have a mechanic. We have no mechanic and no gunner.
Cool.
This bucket of bolts so keep together for so long.
So seeding this in, and if clever or curious or nosy folks may have already seen it, the closest spaceport to the Prac mining colony is known as it's a spaceport Black Orchard. There's a picture of it. It's the closest place for you guys to fuel up. It's actually where you got the job. It's not right next door, but space so close. You guys come out of hyperspace, and I'm curious, Sathrin, when you guys come out of hyperspace, you got the notification. You knew right? You plotted this course. Orana, do you do the astrogation calculations yourself, or do you rely on the ancient computer that is older than you to do those calculations?
Since I come from a TIE fighter background, I think I'm more of a dogfighter. So I think the computer does the work. Now, it would make Orana a lot happier if she could lord over that she does the astrogation as well. So she's trying to figure out in her off time so that she can.
You got like a data pad with some like astrogation for dummies kind of stuff going on.
Exactly.
Love it. Love it.
Well,
That's
I pulled in some old Imperial manuals. So
nice. That's not at all hinky or verboten. I love it. So you guys come out of hyperspace, and then the question that I was going to ask Sathrin is, you got your notifications, you know that this is a plotted course. Where is Sathrin when you guys come out of hyperspace and you start to get this weird kind of ringing sensation in your ears and in your head?
I guess to answer that question, I have to ask a question about what other people are up to, because Sathron would definitely be with whoever's doing the most interesting thing. Like, I was going to say if Orana was doing some calculations, definitely be over her shoulder. But like, if it's just the computer, that's not.
Maybe I'm checking it. Maybe I'm just like seeing how it calculated it. And I'm doing some of the numbers. I'm halfway through my course. So.
Okay.
Xyrus is.
You passed the midterm.
Xyrus is like cleaning and loading all the weapons.
What's Pack up to? Is he captaining or cooking?
Cooking. Definitely cooking. Oh, well, the most important part of cooking is actually cleaning up afterwards. You can cook again. So Pack is doing the dishes, but he's like, I think the kitchen has like a vid screen that he can watch as if he's on the bridge, and probably, backseat drive Orana on occasion while doing the dishes.
He does most of his captaining from the mess hall anyway, I'd imagine. So, okay, I'll take Orana then. I choose you. I'll be looking over your shoulder, looking at the calculations. And I also like the fact that it seems like something's about to happen to Sath. And I like that Orana has the trust, right? I've got that right. Yeah. Because I'd like to see how you take care of them when they're not doing so super well.
That's amazing, Sathrin. So you start to get this weird little low ringing in your ears as you're at the cockpit of this ship. And as we take a look at the Belden Might, right? I'm imagining that where you guys are is like the very front of the ship. It kind of reminds me of like a Volvo truck from Europe, right? It's a thing where you're like right over the front and you've got a pair of guns underneath you. You got a pair of guns to your right. This thing is festooned with weapons. It's insane. I don't know how many of these are operational. We'll figure that out as we go.
Without a mechanic or a gunner,
You can like go to one of the turrets and it's got laundry. Like it just stopped working, so we just store. But anyway, it rotates, it drives. Anyway, so you feel this weird low buzzing. We actually, and I will be using friends, occasional movie reference or TV shots and all that kind of stuff. I'm a cinematic kind of GM, is the way I like to think of myself. I'm also a lazy GM. So you feel that, and we hear it like the low indicating this is what Sath is starting to feel. And it's just moments before you come out of hyperspace. And when you do, Orana and Sath, both of you see this flurry of little yellow and black things in like a swarm. And you see it. It's in as you're coming to Prak, which is like this tiny, tiny mining colony, you see that it's in between. So you could see the mining colony beneath it, but you see this like thousands of little yellow and black things, and they're moving in this kind of rotational pattern around the mining colony. And you see a bit of the swarm kind of break off, almost like a finger coming towards you. You guys are, of course, you come out of hyperspace where you're miles away. You have more than enough time to figure out a reaction. But you're also being hailed immediately, Orana Besh. What do you do?
Oh, you're
talking on
muted.
mute.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Zoom informs me and everybody else informs me. um, I ever seen this kind of swarm before? Like, do I recognize it?
Ooh, that is a great question.
I'm willing to go with no. Perfectly.
Well,
willing
I
to
was just wanting to see if there was a move. That's all. I mean, remember playtest. So if I can engage a move, I'm gonna go for it, even if I could answer the question easily. Scan your surroundings. I don't know. So I'm gonna say it looks like some kind of military droid function. Like the size of them, you might say, oh, these are like Imperial probe droids, but smaller.
Okay. All right.
Oh, they make such an awful noise.
There's no noise in space. And she she flicks on the
What?
the communicator to the
That's what I was wondering too, Alexi.
to the hell.
Hold on. There's wide-eyed wonder. What is? Oh. Hey, you've got a movie. You've got a move. I was looking in the basic. I didn't even think about the neophytes. But if you want to, Seth, if you want to engage wide-eyed wonder, I'm happy to let you do that.
Let me see. Which of these tabs has our dice rolling link?
Safety.
Oh, yeah. And I can also drop that into chat because that's the thing that's important.
Never.
Dang it. Ah, it's beaten. Good job, Greg.
Oh, did they change this like a bunch, or is this the one I haven't used before?
It's been changed. This is the default now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do a real quick like tutorial. So if you come into this new die roller and you want to add, you can just click on the icons and boom, I now have 2d6. And then you can add whatever plus or if you add in a whole number is a plus. If you add a minus number, it's a minus. So you can name it if you want. And then you just click the roll thing. And if it's a move you're going to do a lot, you can click save roll, and then it will save that. And it's a thing you can do automatically here by saved rolls. Cool. Does that help?
Awesome. So this is plus warm, I believe. I've lost my tab. It's a little bigger. Yeah, when you take in the world with bright and curious eyes, roll plus warm. And then I ask some questions if I'm successful. My warm is +1, so I will try that modifier. Oh, that's not wonderful. It's a 5. A lot of numbers showed up, but that's the one that I get. So have at it, Rich.
Yeah. So, yeah. Hey, you do recognize this. You do, Seth. You know that these are from the Clone Wars. I'm not sure why you would know what a buzz droid is, but when you see one of them that evidently got away from all the others, kind of looks like that. These guys little, like they can pop down in their little ball. You can put them in a ball and throw them at people. It's like, got to catch them all, guys. There's a lot of them. And yeah, they're coming directly for you, Seth. You know that these things are inveterate saboteurs.
When you say for me, is that a weird void thing that I know they're coming for me or for
Yeah,
us?
obviously you. Like obviously you. Maybe it's a guilt talking, but yeah, it feels like they're coming for you. What do you do?
Orana, those are those are bad news. Orana.
Well, I trust Sath, and so like I think these are things I've seen before. And I'm like, but I move to get behind some large rock in space orbiting the planet to get us some cover and some distance away from them because I trust him.
And I feel like I want to try, like, I want to impart this knowledge to Arana in a cool way to be impressive. And instead, it's like not. It's like a little boy shaking in his boots kind of thing. Like, oh no, rather than we need to protect ourselves. It's like, yeah.
Awesome. Is this a thing that Rana, do you say anything to your cook and heavy over the comms before you take evasive maneuvers, which you'll be doing in just a moment?
Yeah, I say, I open up the channel for the ship and I say evasive maneuvers.
All
Nice.
right.
Time to evase.
What are we evading, Arana?
No,
Or
no
no,
response.
actually, he doesn't say that. He says, "What are we evading, Besh?"
Right?
Nice. What are you hitting best? So you can answer as you wish. You're taking evasive maneuvers. That is a ship move. When you take evasive maneuvers, you'll be rolling plus the ship's savvy. The Belden Might's savvy is a goose egg.
Right. I saw that we have a 1 and 3 zeros.
But
So-
Orana does have advantage on taking evasive maneuvers
Oh shit!
Oh,
because she is the pilot.
Nice.
That
Thank you
is
guys.
nice.
So I assume advantage is roll 3d6 and take the 2 best.
Don't break my ship.
Don't break the ship. Now I've got
That's how advantage works. Yep.
oh my goodness. Oh, and we get to see the actual rolls. I love this webpage now.
I like it a lot.
Is it EU? Yeah, let's go with EU.
Holy crap. A 6, a 1, and a 1, which means your best roll is a 7. I just saw those 2 1s and got scared for you. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
On a 7 to 9, it's a bumpy ride. 2 crew members, guess which 2, must keep it together or be thrown for a loop.
the two that didn't see it coming.
Yeah, I think it's like evasive maneuvers. Whoa.
Just making sure it wasn't the two that were totally prepared for these evasive maneuvers.
Yes, you guys were like seated and you grab onto the arms.
Oh,
or-
Arana, are you ready for some evasive maneuvers? Fantastic.
Sweet. So let's have Pack first and then Zyrus. So Pack, you're cooking. When everything evasive maneuvers are screamed out, you knew that you were going to be coming out of, but you also knew that there was like a 30-minute going in and like following a thing to the nav point and all that crap. So,
All right. So this is rolling plus edge, which I
KIT,
have.
keep together.
No. Yes, plus edge. So it's the total that would be plus 3. For
Yeah,
me.
you got a bunch of edge.
Boom.
You're
All
very
right.
edgy.
Super edgy. Oh dear. Not 4 dice. Okay. Plus 3. Nice. That's a 10 for me. So I think that just means I managed to hold it together, if I'm not
Yep,
mistaken.
10 plus, you're in the clear and gain insight. Ask the GM one question and get an honest answer. Ooh, interesting.
Oh, well, I've got that view screen, right?
Absolutely.
So I think there's a quick clatter. Yeah, some pans fall. Pack manages to like hit the vacuum drain. It sucks all the water out of the wash bin before it becomes a big mess and someone gets hurt. And braces towards a handle and is looking at these buzz droids coming in. How can try to go for something like with the droid we picked up, would B1 we don't have a designation for that droid, do we? We don't. Oh,
I
Tui.
love
it.
Okay,
Tui.
cool. All right, cool.
No, I love Tui. Would Tui be able to, possibly act as an interpreter between Orana and these buzz droids?
If you want him, if you want
Okay.
him to, that I now gave a gender to a non-gendered droid, but sure.
Okay. So I think that's where Pack's going to go next, but we have another roll.
Yeah, let's see how Cyrus is doing.
Yeah, that's true. So I am. I said I was getting the weapons all set up. I think what I most want to avoid here, as I'm trying to not be thrown for a loop, is I don't want to damage the delicate sniper rifle blaster that I was getting all set up. So let's see how this roll goes. If I just click 2d6, does it roll automatically? Do I still have a? Yeah. Oh no.
You do
Oh
need to
no.
click a roll. Oh, you got it.
But
A
I
3.
rolled a 3, and even with 2 edge, that is but a 5.
Nice. 2 questions. First question: when you roll with the edge it's not ablative in any way. It's just a mark.
Yeah. Edge.
You spin the edge to give people +1s on other stuff, and then your edge
Exactly.
goes down. You lose your edge as it was helping other people. And then, is it XP on a miss in this game? That was the other question.
No, trust and tension are the XP.
Trust and tension are the XP. That's why it's called advancement before I renamed it. Awesome.
I can
So-
spend an edge to push Cyrus to a 10+. That's my job as captain. Are you more interested in the failure, Alexi, or?
I'm open to either. Obviously, the failure could be fun, but this also could establish how you the type of captaining you do.
Actually, yeah, I would love to do this because I have a great little scene to justify it. I think so. So Pac takes this tumble, right? Gets up, realizes that Tui might be the answer to this situation, and is making his way down. And you're off in one of the side rooms, right, in the armory.
Yeah.
And just as you lose control of that rifle that you're so carefully taking care of and preparing, and it's about to hit the bulkhead and shatter, the door opens, Peck reaches in, grabs it, goes, "Where's Tui?"
Good catch, Captain.
Nice. That is fantastic. So, Orana, again, with the mixed result, you're able to engage evasive maneuvers, but that swarm, that finger of them, like the swarm itself is actually slowly shrinking, and the finger grows longer and longer as you see these things are trying to catch up to you. You did those evasive maneuvers, tossed a couple of the guys around, but you're otherwise okay. What is it that you want to do now, Orana?
Unmute. Let's see. I want to scan the communication frequency that these droids are on and see if they might be on an Imperial. Like if they think they're Imperial, I might be able to fake that we're Imperial. So that's what I would like to do. I'd like to negotiate with them by giving them false papers, but I need to find out, are they reprogrammed for the rebels or what? So
it feels like you're going to be taking the time to scan your surroundings, because there are a couple of questions that could be used there. So let's have you roll plus savvy. Your savvy is a 2. You're pretty savetic.
Sweet. Oof.
That
well.
appears to be a fail.
Yeah.
Sath, you're right there. You could only give a +1 because it looks like our end result is a 5. So just to check in, it looks like this is a fail.
And I want to make sure. I think if we had mutual trust, I could just bump it up a band, is what it looks like. But we don't have mutual trust because I'm suspicious.
Yeah, tension and trust going in different directions.
Oh,
If only. Okay. Yeah, mutual trust. You're right. That would have bumped it up a band. Unfortunately, no. So the miss is, Arana, you start to scan, but when you do, you miss noticing that a number of the buzz droids had evidently been in a separate area, and they deploy, and you get a quick weet of a potential oncoming hull breach, because the buzz droids are now attached to the port side of your hull. You get that notification, Rana. Sathrin, you also are aware of it because you're right there. It's hard to miss. So what do you do? Orana.
Arana. Sath, get to the turret and take them out.
Yeah. I'm not letting Arana down again. I gotta make up for my little squeal before.
That's right. So you climb down the ladder and head into the turret that will just say, as I look at the picture of the Belden Might, I'm guessing that, yeah, it looks like those turrets on the front are the ones that would just go forward. We'll say that
We have at least one that does the drawing of the laundry, so it goes in a full rotation.
There you go. That's it. Sounds good.
The
So
logic of that.
I'll just, it's fine. I want you to have the ability to shoot at these buzz droids. So I'm thinking that if you look at the far left and right guns on there, maybe those things they pop out and they'll turret around so that you get a better firing arc. And so that is how we will.
That's tough. This feels like an impossible shot.
It does feel
You're going to line it up and I'm going to take it.
Sweet. So as you are heading down into the cockpit, Arana, you're continuing to keep the majority of the swarm off of you. Unfortunately, that means that you're going to have to find a different way to get to the mining colony itself, or maybe you're just evasive maneuvering the heck out of there to see if they will break off. You can tell me how you're doing that in just a minute, but I want to check in with our captain and Zyrus. The two of you were able to avoid any terrible effects, but you also hear the klaxon going from the if this were Star Trek, I would give you a middling percentage of the hull, but it's Star Wars instead. You just it would be 78%. Basically, but instead you just hear a klaxon, so it's just that sounds like a hull breach alert. What do you do, Zyrus?
We got passengers, Captain, and not the paying kind.
Pack will just grab one of the blasters off the wall of the armory and toss the rifle back at you.
I'll nod. Understood. We'll give him the old Beldam's Might welcome.
Sweet. And I imagine the two of you guys with your totally badass weapons, you come to this part of the hull and you're seeing the arcs and sparks as the buzz droids. If anybody's seen the prequels, they actually can slice into stuff. They have arc welding capabilities. But Sath, maybe you can get off that lucky shot. This sounds crazy. Who could pull this off? Maybe you are neophyte. So it sounds like you might be letting fly an attack.
It sounds like it, but it's not. It's like I'm shooting romp rats.
Oh,
that's my neophyte move, buddy. When you line up an impossible shot and take it, roll plus strange. I got 3.
Oh my goodness, you're so good at these crazy shots.
I was so happy. I don't know if Kai planned that. I was like, please make me try to shoot at something, because I don't know how this is going to work because I'm picturing sort of a pacifist character, but getting that sort of older sister telling me, go do it. I'm gonna go do
I was just looking to order you around, so it was intentional.
As we hear the gun turret spinning around, I look around and is the kid taking the shot?
Wait a minute. Who's doing that?
Hang on.
There's got to be another hole in the hull. That's tough to say very soon. All right. Still possible to totally mess this up, but let's see what happens.
+3, you're fine.
Oh, delightful. That's the highest roll
14.
I've ever had in a PBTA game.
On a 10+, you set off an incredible chain reaction. So we cut to Zyrus.
Wait, before we shoot,
yes. Yes.
I want to tie in this memory thing. Like, I'm sweating, running, like, oh my god, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Like, I know there's a trigger. You need the trigger. There's something to aim, and then like I sit down in the seat and grab those two handles, and it's like I just know. Like, I have the feeling it knows how to be shot, and I know how to be the one to shoot it. And it's just perfect synchronization with the blaster.
Oh man, and you hear these, like, as you're doing it, we hear these little echoes that anyone who's like a super Star Wars nerd recognizes as like the accent of clone soldiers or clone troopers. And you're like dialing in, and you take that shot, and you just da, 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 da. And yeah, this Clone Wars ship has shot some buzz droids before. You fire off, and boom, all of the 8 buzz droids are taken out, Sathrin, by this impossible shot. A couple of them like slam into the others, and you just, and it's amazing. We cut inside to where Pack and Zyrus are both, guns up, ready. You see the, and then it's gone. Like, and the whole breach klaxon stops, and yeah, I'm curious, Captain Pack, what do you do when you see that?
Just hold the shot for a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Okay. Put the gun up. Put on the comms. Everything okay up there? Suddenly got real quiet down here.
Yeah, we're going real quiet right now. And what Arana means is that we're going to like shut off all of our signals. We're behind this rock. The droids can't see us. And we're just going to go like signature silent. And they don't think there's anything here anymore. That's my last best chance at this point. Let them think the droids got us or whatever. We'll probably have just minutes before they figure it out, but it gives us a chance to regroup.
And I think I don't respond. Like, I am a little overwhelmed by what just happened. It is a good chance to be like, yeah, I did it. I'm proving my worth to the crew, but I'm just like, what? That's what I was hoping would happen. I don't know if I'm hallucinating. Is this like that buzz that only I heard, or what?
Kid made the shot.
I don't even know how they did it. And Pax starts going down the hallway and like popping all these breakers on the side panels. All the lights are going off. Maybe like turns on a flashlight that he has on his. I'm sure there's a Star Wars name for flashlight that's not coming to me right now, but turns it on, and like the whole ship goes dark, and it's just our flashlights in the.
Nice. Yeah, you guys are able to move far enough away to where the buzz droids all cut off their attack, and the swarm heads back to the mining colony. You shut everything down as if perhaps you've been destroyed, and now you've bought yourselves a few moments to try to regroup, try to figure out what to do. And I think we have the moment of
Captain, do you need to switch off? Do you need me to switch off, sir?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea, Tui. Why don't you just take a short break? We'll bring you back online if we need you.
Yes, sir.
and then the lit up eyes.
Cyrus will give the droid an affectionate pat as it powers down. It's okay, buddy. You'll be back online soon.
So have we all gathered down in the mess hall to try and figure out what we're gonna do?
Yeah, let's regroup.
Okay.
Is that something where like you summon everyone, or that the crew just knows in this kind of situation?
Oh, that's a great question.
Go see the captain in the mess
Ooh.
hall.
I think you smell it. I think Pack opens up like there's like an instant MRE kind of pouch that he like pop and it opens up and there's like these steaming like I don't know, Star Wars food on sticks, like these skewers. And it's just that smell, so you guys know like it was lunchtime anyways. Let's all go to the mess hall.
Let's all go to the lobby. Sweet. So we quick. Who's the last person? Just whoever jumps up. The last person to come into the mess hall. Yep, Sathrin.
I think like I'm still kind of dazed. It takes a few minutes for the olfactory sensations to get them out of the reverie and like, oh, food. I was contemplating existence and my place in it, but red bugs.
Okay. Well, what's your favorite part of the mess hall?
Old wooden table right in the center. Like it's it's kind of very honest. Not something original to the ship, but just something that's part of what we've set up here. And there's a kind of connection to like planet side life through the wood of the table. It feels like.
Nice. Orana, what's kind of gross about that wooden table?
Huh. I don't know who knows it, but the wood came from a living creature and not from a tree. So
Is everybody okay with that? Just to check in. Everybody cool?
There's
Works for
Dagobah
me.
trees that they're living at one point and they like turn into trees. So
okay, yeah. This was formerly a mobile animal that had taken root. So at the end of its lifespan, it goes and it roots itself. So there's no life taken, but the thought that every time I see it that it used to be walking on a planet kind of grosses me out.
Yeah, I can't sit at that table.
Oh, wow.
I was about to say, Saturn probably is totally creeped out by that table.
Cyrus loves it, though. Cyrus loves it.
It is beautiful.
First of all, nice maneuvers, Orana. Nice shooting, Sathran. Guess this wasn't exactly the welcoming we were looking for. Not from a Besh conglomerate.
Not at all.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You made that shot, kid. Impressive, gotta say.
Yeah. But it's my fault. It needed to be made.
What do you mean?
If I weren't here, they wouldn't have been here. I put all of you in danger.
That's nonsense.
Is there something
Rana,
you're not telling us about, Sathrin?
You didn't hear that noise. I did. When we came out of hyperspace, it's like those drones were calling to me. And then that finger formed and it came right for us. And even with your piloting, they were still able to follow us. It's like I'm some kind of beacon. We're able to power down Tui, but we can't power me down. They're going to find us.
Well, we probably could power you down if
Oh shit.
like it's
Whoa, Cyrus.
In medical bay, we could put you into a coma.
I meant just it's taking a deep sleep. So whatever weird mumbo jumbo is attached to your consciousness doesn't trigger any alarm bells.
Listen, I'm not totally convinced that a bunch of buzz droids are going after Sath. I mean, why would they?
I've seen some weird things around this part of the galaxy, Captain. You'd be surprised.
I kind of give Pack a hurt look at the why would they?
I just don't see why a bunch of buzz droids be going after Sath. Orana, how do we get back? How do we get to that mining colony without them noticing?
Can I ask a meta question real quick? Do we think that I have revealed to someone that I'm the last hope of the galaxy prior to this?
If you have to Pack didn't believe you.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the weird thing is because it says on a hit, they believe you and react in awe, admiration, or fear, which I don't really want to do to a PC. Like, I don't want to take away your agency with that.
I mean, they can pick awe, admiration, or fear.
Yeah.
Pack has seen a lot of street kids think that they are the last hope for the galaxy. So you're just another.
Had a chance.
There was that kid with a broom.
I thought about using that kid. I had the picture lined up. I'm like, no.
I think it would be cool to see this on screen. So I think you should go for it.
So then after you say, why would they even be coming after?
Why would they be coming after you, Seth?
You know why, Pack. I told you.
Not this again, Seth.
Actually, Rich, let me ask you this, because this seems like a pretty good time, all told, in the Star Wars galaxy. So what does it need saving from by the last hope? Like, I'm the last hope for. We've blown up 2 Death Stars.
Yeah, you've blown up 2 Death Stars, but you guys are sitting and again, we can kind of take it back to the last hope for the solar system, right? Yeah, Zinj is the threat. It's where you guys are, it's where you live and work and everything, and he's definitely a real and present threat.
I didn't know what it was that was working through me, but since I've been on the Might and seen what that man has done, I realize I'm the key to stopping him. And somebody else realizes it too, Pack. And they're not going to stop until they get me or all of us.
See if it works.
I'll roll for that. Yeah, works is a weird. And that is also roll plus strange, so get ready.
When you're strange.
8. So that's a delightful one.
Yeah.
Wait.
So
no, it didn't add the modifier, did it?
You rolled a 5, a 3, and a 2, and added 3. So it was 8. Yes, legit.
Good thing you had that modifier.
Yeah. On a 7 to 9, rumors of who and where you are spread at
that's what
lights.
I don't want.
Oh my goodness.
So I guess because the strong hit is they believe it. The miss is they either don't believe it or they're pissed off about it. So in the middle, is that like
I take the hit to be the first thing happens, right? They believe you and react in admiration or fear, and the rumor spreading at light speed happens.
Yeah,
so they both
it's not a 10 plus, I believe you. It's any hit, I believe you. Yeah.
Got it. But then there's consequences for
7 to 9. Oh, delicious.
Oh. Well, you did make that shot.
Yeah. It's 1 in a million, Cap.
Care to explain how that happened?
I feel like I just did.
For whatever it's worth, I buy it, Captain.
All right. I don't think that changes the job, though. We still got to get these. Still got to rescue those people off that mining colony.
But I want to make sure I'm not putting anyone else in danger. Enough folks already are. So if Zyrus thinks I need to take a nap, I will for you folks.
There might be another option. I've met strange people here and there in this galaxy, and some of them had a way to put whatever was special about them in a a place deep down where other people couldn't find it, at least for a little while.
What do I need to do?
Come on, we can use the med bay. I'm gonna need to talk you through something.
Kind of look back at Pack on that one, like, are we okay with this? This sounds a lot like that medical coma idea.
Do you not trust Cyrus? I forget.
No, I do not have any tension or trust.
Okay.
But
I
mean, mechanically, but like fictionally, it's kind of like.
I trust Cyrus. See if we can get Sath calmed down a bit. Orana, can we just float? Is there a way to like get the ship just to kind of passively, without any sensors on, float and then turn on? It's very expanse-like, but
Right. Yeah. Now
fly cold. Yeah, slingshot around and.
Yeah. I think I can use the inertia of the rock that we're on, or the gravity of the to pick us through. But if we don't weave our way through those droids without touching them, they're going to wake up. But at that point, we can just gun it and head into the atmosphere. I've already got a place designed for us to land. There's a lake called Plutonia, so we'll land on the Plutonian shore.
All right. I guess we'll do it on Zyrus's go.
Sweet.
And Heck is going to go to the gun turret just to make sure that Sathrin really did it. And also be ready in case we have to shoot more buzz droids.
I mean, yeah, you find that he did the thing. He pulled it off. I think that is something that we don't need a die roll for. You just confirm it to.
Gun's still warm.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and yeah, just from Pack, Sath was too much in a hurry to notice, but you look up and you see that hanging down, there's like a pair of really old looking dice hung on a chain. Savic dice. So we jump to Zyrus and Sath in the med bay. You had an idea you wanted to share with Sath, Zyrus.
Yeah, I think Zyrus is basically like, sharing bits and pieces of some like, old adventure he had where like, he, a bounty hunter had to team up with some ex-Jedi to bring down, an Imperial Inquisitor or something, right? Like it's this like, extremely implausible story, right? But he's like, giving you like bits and pieces of it kind of grudgingly, kind of like, it's so annoying to have to share about these exploits. But the upshot is he knows like some technique this Jedi used to avoid being detected by another Force sensitive person.
Is it a true story? Is it something that really happened to Zyrus, or is it a mixture?
I'm thinking it's I'm I think it's possible there's some exaggerations, but there's
little
there's
embellishment.
there's a kernel of truth to it.
Okay. Is it? I'm wondering what your like thrust there is. Is it mostly to distract Seth and calm them down, or is it actually to convince?
Oh, I mean, I'm
'Cause the
hoping
adventure story is like candy to them, like
yeah.
and especially if you're doing it reluctantly, like, ooh, tell me more.
That's great. Yeah. So like you're like coaxing more and more out of Cyrus, and like, you know, basically the sacrifice for Cyrus is like reliving things from a part of his life he's tried to leave behind, and the benefit he's hoping for is to give you some kind of tool here to make whatever's weird about you a little less dangerous for the rest of us.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm Seth is bought in. Give me what you got. How are we gonna do this? What's the What's the med bay got to do with this Jedi? And you're the bounty hunter in the story, right? That was you?
Yes, that was me in the story.
Cool.
I'm not gonna put you under, but maybe just something to calm your nerves will help you center yourself and lock this thing away for another time.
Okay.
Is this the medic special ability?
Oh man, maybe. I don't know. I was just playing around. I figured at some point someone might roll touch the void, but I could see this being a way to patch someone up.
Yeah, I saw started a dance to touch the void, but I think patching someone up sounds more like that way you're actively doing the thing. And I think that's
when
fun.
you establish a friendly rapport
just-
with the patient, spend 2 edge to patch someone up as if you rolled a 10+, and I think that makes sense. I'm establishing rapport with the story. I'm kind of sacrificing some of my own privacy and secrecy, so that's why I'm losing edge here. And I'll say that I'm able to proffer something to Sath that's gonna be helpful to them, and the 10+ result and patch someone up is either both of us can regain an edge or unmark a condition.
Nice. I don't think anybody has any conditions yet.
Guess keep running, rolling 14s. Do what I can.
Maybe there's a Jedi koan or short poem or something like that you heard the Jedi's saying that you could just focus on and say it over and over until you're in a...
I'm one with the Force is with me. I'm one with the Force.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I should have assumed there was one.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm not allowed to use Rogue One according to Rich.
You can no. I think Cyrus totally has Cyrus totally is relaying that to you.
The patching up is you can regain an edge. Like I haven't used an edge. Do I just get to mark one or?
Yeah, if you because your max edge is 3, so you can regain up to max basically is the intention there.
All right. And then that patch will say is you having this koan, and now you feel that you can become invisible to whatever had sensed you before.
Is there also a like sedative component?
Yeah, I've given you some kind of some like I think we kind of felt like I don't know what Star Wars drugs are like, right? But I'm thinking something that just kind of helps like clear your head in some way, right? Yeah,
sure. Just like a mellowing kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I think as that takes more effect, and I'm repeating my little mantra, I kind of pause and look more directly in Cyrus's eyes than probably I have for anybody, because I'm definitely a little skittish, and maybe even reach out and kind of touch his shoulder and say, "Thanks for believing me faster than anybody else." And they just look away and want the force.
Yeah.
And I think we may have had a significant interaction.
Maybe we have.
Mechanics.
Yes. Love it. So significant interaction.
Are you giving me a trust token?
So it says I'm supposed to ask you if I should mark. I want to give you a trust token. That's what I want to do.
I think that tracks.
That's what's okay. All right. Because like I definitely just demonstrated trust. So I'm going to.
Where in the keeper is the mutual, like the significant interaction part? Where is that?
I'm looking in the rules, trust, tension, and advancement.
Oh, so you're not looking on the character keeper.
No.
Okay. Cool.
Though I think it's worked into I think it's been worked into patch someone up now, actually, where it says if you're doing this with a crewmate or the ship, whatever the result, ask them if you mark trust or tension. So for me, triggering patch someone up, I would be asking Sathran, like, should I mark trust or tension? And it sounds like the answer is trust.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm messing up this trust and tension again.
No, we got it. It's all good. There's
you already marked it. You already marked it. Okay. I was like, because it looks like I already have trust in you because you did it before I got there.
Yep. Sorry. Yeah, I was too quick on the draw.
No, that is fine. That is what I wanted to have happen, and I got confused because it already had.
Were we supposed to pick a roll for the ship? Or does that only happen on the first advancement?
Roll for the ship?
Aren't there ship rolls?
Those are things we unlock when when the ship advances.
Got it.
Okay. Cool. Wow. And I should probably rename some of these like factions, I think. But anyway, that's all good. It's all good.
yeah. You can apply the Star Wars skin.
I shall.
And I think if are we going to Pack and Orana at this point?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or...
That's exactly where I was headed, was Pack and Orana.
I think after going to the turret, I want to revise. I think I'm going up to the cockpit with Orana, because I think we need to have. I think Pack would like to assist Orana.
Let me see here. Do I have tension with you?
I don't think you have tension with me.
Okay. All right. Actually, I have trust in Sath. Okay, I have trust in Sath. Got it. No, Sath has trust in God. This thing is hard to read. There we go.
We'll get it.
There's nothing there, one way or the other. Perfect. Yeah. Does it feel patronizing? Does it feel like a partnership? Is this?
No, I think Pack knows, not in a patronizing way, that this is not a maneuver you can pull off by yourself. This needs more than one set of eyes to do correctly, and is willing to walk away from the kitchen and actually like be a captain at this moment, and help you.
Okay. Yeah.
And make sure that you don't screw it up. That's the tension part.
Got it. So yeah, I imagine this is full expanse, right? Like we're just using jets to micro align ourselves through the field. Well, we will when Zyrus tells us it's good to go, but I assume that's coming rather soon. So maybe we're just doing calculations, and
I think Pack goes to like the nav section, right? Like the engineer, right? If this was an airplane pilot, co-pilot, and goes to the engineering section, and starts to move some stuff in, and then picks up a data pad, and it's the Imperial Navigation Manual. Orana, what's this?
that's a data pad.
Yeah, I know Come on. The Imperial Navigation Bureau. Have you been studying?
Oh God, how would she react to this? Oh shit.
Pack is just scrolling through, figuring out where you are in the manual.
Right. I think she's going to try to like get up and maybe take that away from you because she's embarrassed and ashamed or something like that, that she doesn't already have these skills or something, you know.
Oh, no. And it like flips over, and maybe there's like liner notes, right? You've been making notes in the margins of whatever the data pad is.
Sure. Marginalia.
Pack Legs looks at it and goes, yeah, your math is good. This is solid.
Okay, well, yes, thank you. I need some help getting us through the field. Can you help me with this?
Yeah. So, and then like, yeah, Zyrus, are we ready?
And so when,
We have to
as
do
soon
that.
as she turns her back to you to go back to her seat or whatever, like she's got this small smile on her face, right? So there's just that moment the camera catches that maybe the pack doesn't. So
We're ready, Captain.
Does Sathrin need to roll Touch the Void to see if
think
Sathrin's
so.
actually
I
successful
really
at
feel like-
hiding? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what you want from the void, the force. Roll plus strange.
Don't mind if I do. Oh God! It was a 6.
Wow.
Your the edges can get that to a 7 if anybody's got a way to do it.
I mean, I'm right there, and I'm the one trying to talk you through doing this. So I'll.
didn't you already spend 2 edge, Cyrus?
But I regained one from the
Nice.
from the full
Yay.
success of the move. Yeah, I'll spend my last edge to like as you like seem to be like losing concentration. And I'm like, kid, it's all of our hides on the line here.
That's super comforting.
Oh yeah, he's very comforting. He's got great bedside
Don't
manner.
stress out.
You know what? Oh, what it is he says, kid, we're counting on you. And I believe in you now. This is the way.
Ooh.
Nice.
He said the thing.
So you reach out, you start trying to mask yourself, but on a 7 to 9, you need to keep it together before going too far. Here's a thing that you get, because your psychometry, I'm gonna use that as touching the void here, your mixed success. So you get a flash of this, what at first you see some people on the mining colony, and they're just kind of moving from one hab pod to the area where they're going to mine, and there's this arc, like a little flare in their sky, and it comes down and crashes off, and you see a few of the miners in Beshtech coveralls head over, and one of them has one of those cool, like, Luke Skywalker monocle binocs things, and they see rising up with this little horde of these buzz droids is a completely different droid that has like its head almost looks like it's wearing a helmet, and it's very like slit eyes. And but you're not sure how Sath, that this is some kind of Clone War era tactical droid. And it seems to have control over these buzz droids. And it starts walking very slowly towards the mining colony. And now 7 and 9, you need to keep together to avoid going too far.
And I should say what I'm trying to avoid.
Exactly. Thank you for that.
So I want to tie that into the vision idea. So I guess let me ask you this: what is the vantage point? How am I perceiving this thing? Like, is it something I'm seeing
From
in
the
my
viewpoint
mind?
of the mining of
Okay,
the
like
columns.
I am a miner or something.
Yeah. Like you're looking through the monocle, you see the thing rise up from whatever ship it was on, or
So I may be
whatever.
really shooting myself in the foot here, but I don't want to. Like, I feel like my consciousness is kind of split now. Like, I'm looking out of a miner's eyes, and I don't want to sink into the miner completely and lose control of Sath's body. Oh God, roll better. I don't even know what my edge is. Can we make this plus strange? Oh, edge is edge. Edge is great. I'm good with edge.
Yeah, you got 3 edge because I
Here we
patched you up
go.
so well.
Yes.
You're so edgy. Come on.
All right.
You're fine.
I'm gonna keep it together, man. Here we go. I'm rolling terrible, but it's a 7.
Okay.
That's at least some keeping together.
7 to 9, choose one below. It's taxing, lose all your edge. It's grueling, mark a stat. You lose something, your gear, your footing, an ally's trust. The GM will call what if you lose something.
Let's see. So marking the status, marking a condition. Yeah. Shaken or addled makes sense to me, I think. And I'm guessing those are basically making it harder for me to roll that at some point.
And when you have a condition marked, you'll roll with disadvantage for the corresponding stat until you get it healed.
Okay. Are there like descriptions of the conditions, or is it just kind of commonsensical?
It's just whatever those names mean to you.
Okay. I'll go shaken. Definitely threw me off. I don't know that I've had that experience of really perceiving something through someone else. And for a young person that's trying to figure out who they are in the first place, having experience with someone else is very dissociative. So I am feeling shaken by that.
Take evasive maneuvers, Orana Besh.
Oh, Lord.
Please roll well this time.
You're rolling +0. Pack's got your back. I'm
If
sure
you
it's
have
fine.
advantage, and I can give you aid.
Yeah, you have advantage.
You guys have mutual trust?
No, but I can still spend 1 edge, right?
Okay.
To get
Yeah,
+1.
your captain thing.
Yeah.
You're fine.
But if Arana messes this up,
It's
we
fine.
might get mutual attention.
We're all fine here.
All right. So you said +0?
It's +0, but you're rolling 3d6.
Got it.
Pick the best 2.
Got a 9.
No, you don't. You've got a 7. You only get to keep the best 2. So
Oh, right.
it's okay. It's all good. Do you want to bump that to a 10? Here's what happens on the ship move of evasive maneuvers. 7 to 9 is a bumpy ride. 2 crew members have to keep it together and be thrown for a loop.
How would we?
I don't think I have enough to bump it up a full. We'd have to have mutual trust to bump it up to a full. Yeah. Bummer.
You
Okay.
have your captain ability is most helpful for keeping it together.
Right,
though.
for keeping it together, yeah.
So maybe it's not like physically shaken. Maybe it's like we're like nervous about threading the needle here. Maybe that's why we're having to make these rolls.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a bonding experience too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So Arana, I think you're one of the 2 that has to keep it together. What are you afraid of happening?
I'm afraid that people will see me as flawed. I try to always appear to be perfect.
Interesting.
So I roll, let's see. What am I rolling now?
You are
keeping it
sorry.
together?
Keeping it together, and you're going to roll plus edge. And
Edge. Okay.
yeah.
I think I have 2 edge. So 2 dice, 2 modifier. And 8.
Okay. On an 8, it's taxing. You lose your edge. It's grueling. Mark a stat. And mark a stat should be like take it a condition. I don't know. Like it.
Yeah, it should be market condition.
Cool. And then you lose something is the third option. Which of those?
I can also burn an edge to help you hold it together. And I actually kind of like that.
Okay.
If that's okay. Yeah. So you're worried that that someone's gonna see you make a mistake. And I think since Pat, we're doing this like super quietly, right? It's like one of those very intense, getting it just right. We're floating through, and like you reach up, and I just gently move your hand over to one of the to the other switch on the it's like there's like a big switchboard, and it's like no, that one. And it's now like a pack just says it's okay. We don't expect perfection. And then
so in my mind's eye, is this the mechanical arm or the flesh arm?
Oh, this is the flesh arm.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Pack, that's his right arm is the
So that's kind of intimate. I think
moments later. Oh, sorry, what?
I just say touch is very intimate for her. Like not a lot of touch in her family, so like it's giving her feelings and stuff like that.
Oh,
So,
nice.
feelings.
And I think the same thing happens moments later when Pack is about to do something, or Rana helps Pack not make a mistake.
Okay, so I got a 10 plus then.
Yep, which means you're good. That is definitely a significant moment, I think. It feels like. But before,
and that means
trust can happen.
Or tension, right?
Or tension, yes.
You can have a significant moment of tension. I'm just double checking that that's a thing that can happen, right?
Actually,
okay, yeah.
Okay.
So if we like have a blowout, you can use that as a significant thing too. Excellent. Okay. My apologies. I'm once again slightly confused by the tension sheet, but this means can I move tension to trust, or can you have tension and trust at the same time?
I don't know the answer to that. Alexi, can you have both tension and trust? I imagine you can't. It's like you have one or the other. Right?
The answer is after you've advanced once, you kind of unlock new columns such that you can have trust and tension at the same time. But prior to that, you're not supposed to.
Okay, so I'm gonna move Pack to. I'm adding. Do I do that on my own name, or I do that on Arana's name?
You do it on Arana's name.
Okay. To trust instead of tension. Boom.
Cool.
And now I'm looking at time. It looks like we're supposed to be 2. So I'm just going to stay with you, Pack. Let's have you keep it together, right? There's still some stress going on. So what are you trying to avoid?
I think I'm trying to avoid all of the Besh family automated defense systems that exist around this mining colony, and just trying to get the maneuver pulled off correctly so that we can. This is like a space station, right? Or is it's on a planet?
It's It's a mining colony. I'm kind of
planet.
seeing it as it's a planet. It's
On
a
planet.
very
Yeah,
it's a
so like
planetoid.
get to a soft landing without setting off these automated defenses.
Nice.
Okay. I only have one edge at this point. 9, not bad. Not great. Not bad.
All right,
So
you
I
get
can
the
set an
same.
edge then.
You could.
All right. Well, I think it has a lot of mirrored like existence here.
Yeah, I like it.
I think you have chosen the right one, but you're doubting yourself. And like, I'm like, no, that's the right one. Like, instead of like the opposite of moving my hand, would be just like, no, just stay the course. Stay the course is what she says. Stay the course. We've got this. We've got this. And like the alarm is like about to go off, like you're seeing like a flashing light, like it's about to say like a collision or whatever. And I think we thread the needle. So
Sweet.
Right
And
between a canyon pass, just
you guys thread the needle. There's points where you like adjust around little bits of the horde, and you see the hab bits, and then the huge mining hole where they go down into the mines, and you bring the ship down. It lands kind of hard because you don't have all of the reverse thrusters, all that good stuff. So ka-chung! And that is where we will end today's session. So do not think there are the trust and tension management happens as we're going. I don't think there are no end of session, right? No end of session moves.
There is, but it's the sort of thing where if you feel like you've done the trust retention that you needed to do, don't worry about it. But yeah, it's at the
it's just a check to make sure you did the adjustments as we were going. Cool.
Check out basic moves over at the side.
Awesome. So then that brings our session to a close. I would like to go ahead and stop the recording, and we'll do stars and wishes after a very quick bio. So I'm going to stop recording here.